as good as it gets in National League Speedway.
So here we are at the Isle of Wight for the last time in 2018, and a very special challenge fixture between Barry's Warriors and Martin's Warriors, and a great lineup for this particular meeting, with riders of course from the home side, but also riders coming in who've helped out the club in guest bookings and invitation meetings throughout the year. It's going to be a great meeting. It's a 13 heat format, which is a little bit outside of the norm, but interspersed with that we've got the White Link Wizards on track. They're going to be doing 5 special races for us, and of course this special 57 challenge between Sean Tedman and Barry Bishop, and that's promising to be a little bit of fun and games to round off a season here on the Isle of Wight, where things have gone pretty well really. League position is secured, no wooden spoon this time round for the Warriors, and the Wizards having their first taste of SDL action and making a good fist of it against some pretty tough teams in that particular division. So it's been a little bit of a blustery day here on the island, a little bit of rain, but track's held up well, looking in great fettle out there, and we're in for a super evening speedway, which we're going to bring to you now through the Speedway portal.
Okay then, here we are then before the last meeting of the season with Barry Bishop. Barry, it's been a season and a half and we've really enjoyed it, hey?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. You know, it's the hardest notes to write. This when I write my piece for the programme was this week's. It's something I didn't want to end. It's been such a great ride, and the team's been fantastic, and on and off the track we've had so much fun, and it's just been really great.
And tonight promises to be a really good, fun-filled evening, as always, but something different tonight.
Something different tonight, yeah. Martin's Warriors against Barry's Warriors. It's going to be entertaining, I'm sure. I've already briefed my team that they can't lose any price, you know. And of course, there's lots of other little things that we're interjecting. We've got the mascots out a bit earlier tonight. We've got the C90 club here. They're going to do some exhibition races for us. Of course, there's the match race with Tedham.
Yes,
and
he's got your
yeah, fully booted and ready to go. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I thank Sean. He's been a great sport doing this. It's going to be such a laugh, and I can't wait to do it.
Well, we're going to be on the centre green. We've got all the angles captured tonight, and we're just looking for it. And we are going to speak to both you and Martin a little bit later on to round things off. But from us, Speedway Portal, thanks for having us on board again this year. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
And by the way, that goes two-way street. Thank you to Speedway Portal and everything that you do, because without you, we wouldn't be the club that we are. So we really appreciate it.
Awesome. Let's go out and have a brilliant night.
So have fun.
Really great to be part of the Speedway over the course of this year. It's been a great season. I've had my ups and my downs as a club, but yeah, it's all good. Really looking forward to next season.
It's been really good. I've been practicing. Been waiting a long time for this, so hopefully tonight I can just show everyone how I've improved this year and just give it my all. Really, looking forward to it.
A great season, yeah.
Yes, it's been great.
All right, cheers, Steph.
It's all right.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this year, racing with the Isle of Wight Wizards. It's been a privilege to ride for them. Enjoyed every minute of it. Love the wins, but the losses aren't so good. But hopefully we can make some better of that next year.
Good evening. Yeah, season's been really eventful. Great to be part of the team. Fantastic morale. Got my little buddy Morgan, who I help out. He helps me out. I push him. He pushes me. He has a go, I have a go, so we're going to have a little bit of a competition tonight, I think, and we'll see how it goes. But it's been a fantastic season, and I really appreciate the opportunity.
give them an individual welcome, We'll start on the end of the line. And ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Charlie Luckman. And then it's Jack Scully Sire. And Jack's mate is Charlie Green. Man's getting better every week, Dan Lee. And the king of the grass is Aileen Hinchcliffe. And here's Amy May Murdoch. And Oliver Scully Sire. He's our Diddy man. Here's Kai, the Pink Panther, number 38. And last but by no means least, ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Dawson Sabin. Thanks everybody, and thanks our mascots. Have a great winter. We'll see you all again in 2019. Yay!
Okay, boys, take the bikes up. That's it for today. Well done, thank you. Yeah, go back down because you're to the green.
Matthew.
Welcome to. I know, I can't.
Pleased to tell you that there's no changes to either side. And first of all, will you please give a big warm Isle of Wight welcome to Barry's White Link Warriors. Closely followed, of course, by Martin's White Link Warriors. Tough choices to know who you're going to follow tonight, isn't it?
Ryan.
And then, of course, we mustn't forget, of course, our own Isle of Wight White Link Wizards. Bring them on down. Well done, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So here we go through the Sydenham's Gate. Oh, I'm not going to go through it just for a moment because we've got the two skippers with us. And a quick word, of course, with Dano. Dano's skippering aside tonight, everybody. Well done, Dano. Fans are with you, Dano. Looking for a good one tonight?
Hopefully. Both sides are evenly matched and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes indeed. I'm going to ask Ben how's it going, but you know what he says. He says the same thing every week. How's it going, Ben?
Yeah, not too bad.
Just the same as every week, isn't it? You got it. Okay, well, on the programme, it looks like Barry's team are the away team, so that means I'm going to toss the coin. Dano's going to call when it's in the air, and we'll see how it comes down. Dano calls heads. It's a tail. Goes to Ben.
Heads. It's heads.
They're both heads. Do it again, shall we?
Still heads.
Still heads, it's a tail. It's a tail. It's going to go to Ben anyway, isn't it? Ben? 2 and 4 for Ben in heat number 1. Congratulations, boys. We'll go out on the track and we'll introduce everybody individually. As I'm over this end, I'm going to bring you the riders first of all. And this, of course, is on Martin's side tonight. He's one of your Warrior favourites, and he's always got a smile on his face. He's got a smile on tonight. It's Jamie Seeley. Jamie's riding partner down at reserve tonight is a Buxton rider, Lewis Whitmore. Riding at number 5, he's been one of the stars of the island this year. A big cheer, please, for Ben Morley. And another man who is always willing to come to the island to perform for us. Great to see him back again, Tom Woolley. Hang on a minute, Mr. Campos has something to say. Yes, Scott, what can we do for you?
Nothing, mate.
No comment, okay. Good job, we didn't hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, he brings in big scores every week here on the island. Scott Campos. Riding at number 2 on the lineup, the Plymouth Devil, is Ryan Terry Daly. And number 1, the man of speed, the fastest rider on the island this year, Alfie Botel. Danny Ayres, he's riding at number 1 for Barry's Whitelink Warriors, the flamboyant man from Milden Hall. Skipper in the side, of course, it's your favourite, Dano Veg. Riding at number 3, one of the men who's going to make a big name for himself in the sport. He comes from the Birmingham Bronies. Welcome, Leon Flint. Riding at number 4, 3+3 at Buxton on Sunday to help in that magnificent win, Chris.
Who's going to win between Barry and Sean? I think Sean should just nick it on the line. I think there might be a bit of fixing going on, but I think Sean will do it.
Let's try it.
Take it away. Kevin's got things lined up at the moment, but the mighty wizard is not far behind with his neat Crusader clove on there. So here they come, everybody. Give them a big cheer. It's Tedham on the outside, it's Bishop on the inside, and Tedham's doing his best to slow him right up, but first time round, he beat Barry Bishop by 2 fat ladies. 2 lap time, 64.1. There will be carburetor inspections on both machines after the event to make sure that there is no irregularities. So to the meeting proper, and a chance for me to introduce you on the line.
Go on, Sean! Go on, Sean! Go on, Leon!
Is Jane Harvey inside? Jane, would you please come down to the front?
A huge bundle of sandwiches, refreshments, goodies, cakes for all the riders on the Warriors side. And as a mark of appreciation, I know the boys want to give Jane a little something, and Ben wants to have a very quick word.
Yeah, just basically what I want to say, a massive thank you from all of us for supplying the sandwiches and everything. You know, we appreciate it so much. You know, it's just what makes the club, and you know, it's just an awesome to turn up, and you're always smiling, and it's lovely. Thank you very much.
Bit tighter, Barry, get out of there. Come on, Jane, smile.
Every year, as you know, on the Isle of Wight, we have a certain thing that goes on for the highest point scorer and for the fastest rider. And this year, our highest point scorer in 2018 is Ben Morley. And Ben, there's a little award for you to say congratulations, well done. God blimey, you get a few sandwiches with that one, that's for sure. Congratulations, Ben, top scorer, and fantastic season for us here on the island. And also we have an award for the fastest rider on the island every year, presenting a cheque here to Alfie Botel as the fastest rider on the island this year. 68.6 seconds was Alfie's fastest time this year. Last year the award went to Ben Wilson, 70.3. So 70.3 down to 68.6 is quite a leap down. So it's well done to Alfie, consistently fast on the island, and to Ben, of course, consistently high scoring wherever he's ridden for us up and down the country. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Ben Morley and also Alfie Botel. Evening. So the riders are down here for the moment. If you want to come and grab an autograph, quick selfie, then they're about. But do remember they've got to go back, and they've got a few more races to do for you this evening, so don't detain them for too long. But they're here at the moment, and they're quite happy to sign a few things for you whilst we've got this break in the meeting.
Yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to Barry, Martin, all the fans, track staff, what everyone puts into this club. I mean, at the start of the year, I knew it was a great club, but it's really put the potential into how great this club is, and without everyone involved, it wouldn't be half of what it is. So thank you very much.
Ben, I've got to ask you, and you haven't said it in so many words, but coming to the island this time round was to improve your own riding ability, come out to a bigger track and learn more as a speedway rider. Have you achieved that this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you say, I come here to sort of gain the experience as I've been on small tracks all of my career. So, looking back of how it was around here at the start of last year and to how I am now, it's been a massive improvement, and I can't thank everyone enough for that.
We saw you have a bit of an engine problem back there. Can you tell us what occurred?
It was on the clutch basket. You have teeth on the back of it, and the primary chain completely ripped all the teeth off. So, it's real frustrating because it never happens when you're at the back, but yeah, we've got it sorted and moving on now.
Well, you certainly look to have put it all to rights in the last heat to get on, and now of course it's still a bit of a season for you because you're working hard with Lakeside in the championship. It's a big long trip up to Edinburgh tomorrow, and then you've got this unusual situation of having home matches at Lakeside and then moving on to Rye House. That's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very strange one with the situation sort of both clubs are in, and if we can get a meeting in either place, I'd rather race my bike than be out, sort of thing. So, it's a bit different, and luckily they're both within an hour radius of my house, so it's not too much of a trouble.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've enjoyed Ben's racing here on the island. Whether he be riding at number 1 or number 5, he's always put in 100% effort for us, so I'm sure you'll be wanting to put your hands together and say congratulations, Ben Morley, and good luck for the rest of the season, Ben, whether it be here or up at Lakeside.
Come on.
We don't often get a chance to talk in public with Sean, and I know some of you will need sort of sign language interpreters and subtitles to hear what he says. But since he's come to the island, he's been a breath of fresh air. He's the ultimate cheeky chappy in the pits, and he does keep everybody's spirits bubbling at a really high level. And tonight, and well over the course of the last couple of months, Sean, it's been quite a good time for you. You've enjoyed your time on the island, your riding's improved, and I'm sure you must be a little bit sad that the season's coming to an end.
Yeah, I am. I'm very sad that both of my bikes are broken in the pits there, but yeah, it's been an absolute blast riding here on the island, and Barry did make me a deal that that race was for the number 7 spot next season, so I'm going to try my best to hold him to that, and hopefully I'll be here next year. But we'll just have to, keep our fingers crossed, won't we, and hope that that's the way it goes.
And it's not easy, is it, to come to a big track like this and jump straight in and score lots of points?
No, I was sort of semi-retired from Speedway until I got the call to come to the island. So, to come here and sort of pick up on the season halfway through, and all the lads have been riding and on a regular basis, and especially round this being the home track. So I had some quite big boots to fill when I got here, and it just took a little bit of time just to get my confidence up and just to get things firing the way they should be. And a lot of it is just confidence. It's a massive confidence sport, and if your confidence isn't brimming, you've got big hills to climb. So yeah, I'm just glad that I have got to prove that I can get the points in and stuff, and just basically just hope I've done enough really to be noticed and to get another opportunity, and hopefully get in at the start of the season, and and just start at the same time as the rest of the lads really who are racing, and then I just don't come in halfway through with big mountains to climb. So yeah, it's been good, and I've just got to hope that it's come to the end now, so I've just got to hope that next year plays it fair with me, and even if I get the right opportunities come my way early on, I can put things in place through the winter then, and tell work that I've retired.
Sean, just tell us Buxton on Sunday, and away win for the Warriors. That must have been a blast.
Yeah, it was amazing. I don't like Buxton ever beating us, whatever team I'm riding for. And I believe they come to the island last year and shocked the island and beat them, didn't they? Which give them the wooden spoon. So, we went there. Barry had a firm talk to us and said that on no way can we let them win. So we were all there, guns firing, and we got the win. It was a good team effort all round, and I think every rider scored well on the day, and that's what it took. Buxton got a really good strong top ending, and there was rumours that they were going to beat us by 10, but I think we beat them by 9 in the end. So that kind of backfired on them, didn't it? Yeah. So it was just good to an away meeting as well to get a decent score, which helped out and contributed to the win, and just to beat Buxton, it was good.
And it makes a drive home that much more fun, doesn't it, when you've got a win under your belt and some points in your pocket?
Yeah, well, when I'm at Buxton, it takes me about an hour and a half or something to drive home, so it felt like about 5 minutes, if I'm honest, apart from nearly running out of diesel. But it's just good. It's just all good. It's a shame it's so far away, because my mum, she's always been around the Speedway, and she'd love to come and just see how they run it here, on the Pits and Bits videos on Facebook. She always says that it seems to be run here like they used to run Speedway years ago, and we're definitely putting the fun back in it. So yeah, maybe if I'm here next year, maybe I can get her here. I might have to buy her a caravan or something.
Well, this is a man who certainly puts fun into Speedway Island style, ladies and gentlemen. He's been a great asset to the club this year. I'm sure you've got a massive round of applause for Sean Teddem, everybody. Sean Teddem.
Big one.
I'm gonna get beaten by some kids.
Come on, Barry! Barry! Can you do the floss? Come on!
Well, I've got to do floss.
You got to do the race too. Come on, Barry! Come on! 2 races in one.
Come on,
night. Boys
come on.
pushing it.
Right, excuse me, I'm going to hand the ball back to the main man now. There you go.
Apparently I'm the main man. Okay, are you ready? Everybody, are you ready? We're going to count you down as we usually do. I'm getting out of the way very quickly. So ladies and gentlemen, all together now. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I jumped down!
People taking a shortcut across the centre green called Leon Flint will not be riding for Birmingham tomorrow night or Saturday night or Sunday night. I'll tell your team manager, Lawrence Rogers, he'll be very cross. Coming along on the bike there, he's going to do it. Charlie G, here he comes, he's going to do it. Who's this? Charlie Lutman. Well done, Charlie. Big Sean crossing up still, winning it out of 20, Sean. Joe Hamlin, yeah, Daddy. Here comes Barry. God, what's that like riding around there in the Kevlar suit? Well done, Barry. Well done, Barry. Well done, Barry. Big Ewok, man. Big run home. Well done, Ewok. Angie coming in again. Time out. 17,000 steps today, Angie. Mr. Stu Claren hiding underneath the William face. Great stuff. Jack Claren walking in as if he's got nothing to do with him. Come on, Hank, pick him up. Okay, folks, well done. What was it like out on the track with the other guys tonight? Was it an experience, obviously, but one you'll obviously remember for a long time?
Oh yeah, it wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be. I was quite nervous when I woke up this morning, but after my first race, I've just felt normal, really.
And you're at My First Skid every week, and over the winter you'll be here as well, and no doubt looking for an improvement over the winter months and do it all again next year.
Yeah, definitely. I just got to get my fitness up over the winter, and after Saturday at iWade, that's my season finished really, apart from My First Skids during the winter. But other than that, I'll be going to the gym, getting my fitness up and roll on next year.
Roll on next year. Well done, Steph. Great stuff indeed. Well done, the Wizardess.
A dream come true for me. Coming on 43, so to get back on the bike and be part of a great team, camaraderie, helping out, everyone's equal. It's been fantastic to be part of it, ride, help out, whatever it is, it's really good. Charlie's much more involved now with, he's riding for the mascots and stuff like that. Needs to get his bike sorted out, but I'll be here through the winter and supporting the club best where I can, really.
And Charlie is, apart from the things going on there, Charlie's certainly showing some potential for the future, isn't he?
Yeah, he's flying. He's a bit too small for a speedway bike, and when he wants to make that choice, then I'll let him make that choice. I'm not going to push him. When he gets a little bit taller, longer legs, he'll soon jump on a speedway bike and show what we can do.
Got a best meeting of 2018 for you?
Oh, this one? Yeah, most definitely. It's always good to be at home. Me and Morgan have a little battle against each other, but I must say, big credit to Morgan. He's been fantastic. He's come on leaps and bounds in the last 12, 18 months. And I've helped him out. He's helped me out. We haven't got a clue what we're doing, but we seem to get by, and he's riding really well, and someone to watch for the future for definite.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's been a true ambassador for the Wizards and for the club in general. I'm sure you want to put your hands together for James Luckman. Yep, okay, so we move on very quickly. Who's about? Let's go over to another one of our Wizards, Morgan Williams, the local man. Morgan, what's your memory of 2018?
Pure fear, in short, yeah. It's been a great year. I've had a lot of issues, I've had some ups and downs, but yeah, it's all good in the end, isn't it?
And still got another meeting to go at Eastbourne?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet what the team is, but I'm hoping to be in it if I can. I'll be there supporting anyway.
I know you will. Well done, Morgan. Great effort. Put your hands together, everybody, for Morgan. Here's Chris Widman, Widders the Warrior. Chris took a bit of a break, if you know what I mean, halfway through the season because of that accident up at Monmore. But literally break, of course. But back in the saddle and starting to get it together again.
Yeah, the main thing for me is to go into the winter knowing I'm fully race fit. There's nothing worse than attacking a winter and not knowing if you're fit enough or not. So, this is obviously if we were pushing playoffs, I would have thought twice about coming back. But we're plodding on and just trying to get back to full fitness again.
Ladies and gentlemen, he gives you 100%, doesn't he, every time he comes out on the track. So show your appreciation, please. Chris Widman. Over we go to Daddy Cool. It's Scott Campos. Got a cheer there. I don't know if that was... That's Shawnee. Cheers, everybody. Scott, how have you viewed 2018?
I think we've been quite unlucky, to be honest. At one time or another, there was one of us injured, but it was a struggle sometimes, but it showed when we had a full team we were very capable.
And personally, on the island yourself, you take a bit of beating around here, don't you?
Sometimes, yeah. When I got my head in it and it's going well, it's good.
And what's your sort of memory of 2018? Is there a highlight for you?
When I say a highlight, our general team spirit and everything is a very good. Sean's amazing. He's telling me to say that, but no, it's been a good team, and we all like each other, and racing's been great. It hasn't always gone our way, but it's entertainment, and yeah, it's good.
All the family okay?
All good.
All good, brilliant. Lovely to have him, isn't it, everybody? It's Scott Campos. Who's next? Alfie. Come on, Alfie, let's have it. Alfie stripped down to his undergear almost here. Alfie, been a bit of a year, hasn't it, really, one way and another, and you came in halfway through, but you seem to have settled on the island so quickly, and hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely. I knew half of pretty much all the boys anyway, so that made it a lot easier, and no, it's definitely fun on the island, and I enjoy coming over here, so hopefully hopefully everyone enjoyed it, and be back next year, hopefully.
Well, that's a great piece of news. Let's hope that that comes true. You've got still plenty of racing to do with Lakeside in the championship, and it's a big trip up to Edinburgh tomorrow. So how's that going to go?
Yeah, it's going to be a long night driving up there, so should be all right. Plenty of Red Bulls, and should be good.
Plenty of Red Bulls. That's the answer to being a good speedway rider. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 rider, Alfie Botel. Here's Ben. We've spoken to Ben a few times this evening, but let's just grab him for one last time tonight. Ben, coming to the island, has it been a good experience for you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I can't thank everyone enough. You know, it's been an amazing year, and you know, shame it's coming to an end now, but you never know for next year.
Have you got a highlight of 2018 for the island side?
All year's been great, really. I know we've had a bit of ups and downs meetings, but as a team, we've all had fun and got on with it. And you know, Buxton on Sunday was just an awesome meeting. For us to go out there and win there for a tough team, you know, it shows what we can do.
It's put a nail in the coffin of the wooden spoon and sent it up north, hasn't it, for this year? So that must be a real pleasure for you.
Yeah, we're working on it, so every year we'll just improve.
I know you will, and this man is improving year on year. Show him all your appreciation, everybody. It's Ben Morley. And here's Dan the man, skipper in his side tonight, and I'm sure you got a lot of love for this guy because, you know, he wears his heart on his sleeve and he gives you 4 laps of effort every race. Doesn't always come right, but there's no lack of effort involved. Enjoyed your year, Dano?
Loved it. Best season I've had so far, and up my average again so far. Got 2 meetings left. Keep trying to up it. But I loved it. I want to come back next year.
Oh, it's brilliant news. It's been a tough year for the island side, but looking back on it, I mean, starting off with 2 league wins here, Bellevue and Coventry, certainly set the standard going forward, and those were meetings in which you put on good scores.
Yeah, that's it. We started off well. We had a couple of injuries, and we had quite a few meetings where we didn't have a full side, so that put a bit more stress on the riders. Used RR a lot of the time. But other than that, it's been great. Team spirit's been good. And yeah, the promoters are just great here.
What happens in the winter, Dano?
Just keep training. Fitness, riding, practice, and catch up on some sleep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't sleeping for us when he was riding here on the island. I'm sure you got lots of love for Dano Verge. Well done, mate. Let's go this way to Jamie Seeley. Yeah, come on, Jamie.
Ask him about this as well.
Yeah. We've noticed that you've got an injury to your neck, Jamie. Did you catch your head on the tapes?
That's all Leon Flint's doing.
Leon Flint. This boy Leon Flint gets in everywhere, doesn't he? Jamie, it's been a bit of a mixed match for you this year. You had that nasty burn on the leg during the season, but you've come back, and tonight you've certainly put a few people to rights on the track, and you enjoy your season.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best because of the injuries, and I'll finish it with blowing an engine tonight, so not the best.
And the winter, I guess, holds more practice, more fitness work, and a desire to get better and better and better.
Yeah, definitely a lot of practice, a lot of work on the starts. That's what always lets me down. But yeah, and just work on the fitness.
Anybody you want to say thank you to in particular?
Dano Verge, you know, for being a legend that he is. He ain't even listening to me. I just picked you up, mate.
It's a bromance going on here.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid. Well, I'm not quite sure who the kid is. But ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Seeley's one of your favourites, isn't he? Say well done to Jamie.
Do we get a special mention to his message?
Now, you got out of this tonight because you won that first match race, and Barry was dead sure he was going to win the second one, but then the circumstances have stopped it, haven't they? So we can't obviously allow the first race to go ahead without the opportunity of being a rematch, so I guess it's null and void first time round.
No, we can just keep dreaming, can't we? He was never going to win. You could give him a rocket to get round and he still wouldn't beat me because there's so much standing on it. You know, it's that number 7 jacket for next year, and so you know, you'd have to have more than a rocket to beat me round here, I think. So, yeah, come on, make sure you vote for me anyway. Everyone, get me here next year.
Don't think you need to say any more than that, do we? I know he's your fans' favourite on the terraces. Sean Tedham, everybody. Back in amongst the Wizards, Chris. Here's Chris Watts. Chris is running an awful lot at the SDL and MDL level this year. And what do you think about being part of the Wizards and the team that's come out on track in 2018?
Yeah, I've loved every minute of being here. It's been a privilege to ride for them, and I hope to do the same again next year if they'll have me back. So, yeah, definitely.
And I guess the winter for you is the same as the other guys, fitness and practice.
Yeah, that's it. Hit the gym a bit harder. Drag Dad around some practice tracks in January because he likes that. Try and improve so we get a little bit faster for next year.
Well, the guy was making some good passes tonight, wasn't he, ladies and gentlemen? He's done it for us all the season as a Wizard. I'm sure you want to give it up for Chris Watts. Let's have a quick word with Sid. Sid Sheldrick, joint team manager for the Wizards. Sid, first season in the SDL, and how have you see it going?
Well, I think what we have done, we've carried on the ethics of what the SDL is all about. We've put out a team of my first skid students the whole season. We haven't brought guests in from anywhere else. Okay, and all the lads have improved. What a great bunch of lads to work with, and we've carried on the ethics of what we think the SDL is about. We didn't win the league, but we've got good kids up and coming. We'll win it one day, but we'll win it doing it the proper way, you know, without bringing people in from other clubs.
That's one of the cons about the SDL. It's not always a level playing field, but certainly the way in which the Wizards have put it together in this season is totally kosher and 100% fair. So thanks, Sid. Great for your input. The boys have experienced a speedway rider with bags and bags of knowledge, and he's passed that on to the rest of the bunch. I think we're going round to speak to Martin and Barry, and we'll start with Martin. Martin, you've got the Warrior sign on your face and you're Warrior through and through, and the number of hours that you must devote to Warrior work, whether it be here on the island or back up at Loughborough, is no odds to nobody. So tell us about your thoughts on 2018.
2018's been great. I'd just like to say thank you to all the supporters who've supported us through thick and thin. I'd like to say a big thank you to all the volunteers who've worked tirelessly in the hottest summer of recent times. It's been tough at times, but they've worked tirelessly to do their bit to support us. And finally, I'd just like to say the team that we've got now, they are the nicest bunch of guys that you could ever wish to work with. They have given me no problem whatsoever over ferries, wages, etc., and it's been a pleasure working with them. They are a top bunch of guys, and it's really been a real pleasure to work with them.
Well, I'm certain everybody echoes that, and all I would say is behind every man is a very good woman, and you've got a very good woman looking after you, sir.
Well, behind Barry and myself, we are very lucky in that we've got partners and wives that support us doing what we're doing. So thanks to them. I'd say a big thank you later on, but yeah, we couldn't do it without them.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Martin. And we'll come along to Barry. And Barry, here we are at the last knockings of 2018, and I'm just going to pass the microphone over.
What are you trying to say? Well, you know, I just want to say thanks to everybody. You know, Martin loves all the riders. I just think they're pains, to be fair. No, they're all really nice. They are a great team, and that's for the Wizards as well. Both teams have been fantastic. We're massively proud of everyone, apart from Sean, who's disturbing my entire speech because he's sort of celebrating some sort of love with Dano. But in all honesty, thanks to every one of our team, the track staffs, the off-track team. Things have run a lot smoother this year, and we're really appreciative of that, and taken a lot of the workload off of Martin and I. And of course it goes up saying I couldn't do any of it without my Lisa. And although she's a real pain at times, she is the best. So thanks for that. And we're going to have some fun now, so they can't wait anymore, so I've got to start spraying stuff. Thanks again, and we'll see you next year. Here we go.
Cheers, Barry, and let the trouble begin, I think, is the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, to all you on the terraces who've been listening to me right the way through the year, I do thank you very, very much indeed. Many of you have sent in some very kind words about what we've been doing in terms of presentation here on the island. I do thank you for that. It's a group effort and a team affair. For your support on the terraces, I thank you very much indeed, and I welcome you all back to Smallbrook Stadium, I hope, in 2019. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all. See you, sport. Thank you very much indeed.
You want some?